Hi Cancer, welcome back to Omkaratarot and to your Love Bite. Cancer, let's see what are the messages for you now. And a warm welcome back to all my subscribers. Welcome in newcomers. Cancer Spirit. Alright Cancer, 3 cards for the first person. Four of Swords, 10 of Wands, and the Nine of Swords. Second person, Eight of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, and the Two of Cups. Mutual energies, Death, the Emperor, and the King of Cups. Bottom of my deck, I have a Page of Cups in reverse. Somebody is very, very, very worried. They are very worried, they are depressed, they feel they won't be forgiven for something, very burdened, very overwhelmed, losing a lot of sleep, having nightmares, because maybe they feel, what if the other person finds somebody better than me or has other options? I don't know. The other person says, I am not doing anything, Omkaratarot. I am busy working. I'm putting in my energy, my effort into my own hobbies, my own work, my own business. I'm totally focused on self-care right now. And yes, I have released any expectation from them because they were not my true soulmate. This connection is over. Right now, I'm just focusing on myself. So I think the second person has even given up the idea that, you know, they are not expecting like any apology or any revival or anything like that. They're very focused on themselves. So that's my first thought. Of course, I'm going to clarify all these cards for you, and then we'll also do your mutual energy, Cancer. But before that, let's start with some dialogue message cards. Let's see if you guys could say something to each other right now, what that would be, and then I'll clarify the rest. Cancer and their person, Spirit. Cancer and their person, if they could say something to each other now, what would that be? Cancer and their person. All right, let's take a few more from another deck. Cancer and their person, Spirit. Cancer and their person. And we'll take a few more from a third deck, and then we'll start the reading, Cancer. Cancer and their person, Spirit. Cancer and that person. All right, good to go. Let's start the reading. And Cancer, and if you're looking for personal readings, my email is omkaratarot@gmail.com. You can reach me there. It's there in the description box below as well. So the first card here says, I'm willing to offer you an olive branch if I'm able to communicate with you. I would gladly accept an olive branch from you. I long for peace and I miss you. I'm haunted by your presence. I see you in my dreams. I hear you telepathically. Every song I hear reminds me of you. I see your name everywhere and numbers that have special meaning to us. Everything reminds me of you, and you're all I want. If this is happening to you, why do you stay at a distance? There's no escape for me when I try to move on. Then I get haunted even more. I try to detach and let go, but then I get flooded with telepathy, dreams, and your strong energy which takes me over. Damn it. I want to hear your voice. I feel stuck. I get constant reminders of you. The nights are so long. I don't want to hide this love. I forgive you. I want to impress you. I'm secretly obsessed with you. All right, so these were some of your messages. If these were resonating with your storyline, let's start the reading. I'm going to first focus on the first line, which is person A for me. Then we'll move to the second line, person B. And newcomers, please remember, these are not gender-based. Okay, and okay, person A, let's start with you. How are you feeling right now? Why, I see you a little depressed right now, very burdened, very overwhelmed. Why is that? Or they feel they've lost out on their soulmate. They feel it's over, I've lost out on my soulmate. They feel that person has given up on them, is exhausted of them, tired of them, has given up on them now, ended this connection. I think more so they are burdened and overwhelmed and depressed because they feel that now their person is going to give that heart to somebody new. They're going to have passion with somebody new. They're going to give their heart to somebody new. They don't want to work with me anymore. This is over. So they are really going through it right now. They're having nightmares about this, I think, losing a lot of sleep. Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords, yeah, because they're seeing the other person now pushing them away or standing up for themselves. They feel, yeah, they're very angry and they're very upset with me now. So whoever person is, they are really, really going through a lot of sadness and depression because they feel that this connection ended. They want to talk. They want to talk, but somewhere they are scared. Yeah, they feel that what if, what if the other person has other options now? What if they have found somebody else? Okay, so person B, what about you? How are you feeling currently? Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, see, I told you, person B hasn't moved on and given their heart to anybody else. It's like, yeah, I was so depleted of love. I lost, everything in this love connection. They depleted me. They emptied my cup. And right now, I'm just working on myself. I'm just not focusing on love right now. I'm focusing more on my stability. I'm trying to get myself, going once again because I was emotionally very happy in this connection. So I'm just walking away from this past connection at the moment. I'm trying to release it, focus on self-work, self-love, fill up my own cup right now because they made a fool out of me and left me in lack. So I don't think person B has moved on to new love. Right now they're still reeling under the recovery, I think, of having lost out on a past connection, which they have they're trying very hard to get unstuck from this and drop the burden that they were carrying, that heavy weight of the past connection. It's like, yeah, I have to move my life forward away from this past person who was emotionally not available, or they were rude or mean or playing mind games with me, the person I was not happy with. Yeah, I think person B is right now just focused on moving away. I don't see them moving to somebody new, though I think they could be getting a lot of attention. I'll come to that later. Let's do your mutual energy. Okay, so the first person, the person who's imagining the worst now, they're thinking it's over now. My person is going to give their heart to somebody else. They'll have so many options. I think this person was secretly hoping that this connection would not end, that they would still get a chance, yeah, but they are now spying. They are spying, they are watching, they are keeping tabs on the other person. They are afraid that the person B has attention on them, or many better people will come into their life and they'll give their heart to somebody else. They'll find somebody better. This person is watching and they're trying to find out whether a person, oh my God, look at this. Look at this. They are so worried that person B is going to be flooded with offers now. Rich people, successful people, somebody will come and offer them a 10 of Pentacles. I mean, they are spying. They are spying to find out where the other person is at. Okay, so person B, what about you? What do these three cards mean for you? What's the Death card in reverse? One more. I think person B, like I said, they are just getting out of their stress and anxiety. I don't think person B also wanted this connection to end. It's just that they lost trust. Maybe they found out something about person A, or they felt that person was lying to them or cheating on them, and they lost out on this connection. They are just trying to get unstuck from the situation which they feel is never going to change. I think at one time, person B did see person A as their counterpart, somebody they respected, somebody who they hoped would step up and do right by them, but they felt my person never offered me any emotional offer. They were always playing hot and cold with me. They only brought passion to the table. So I've just ended this connection because I was disappointed in them. I was disappointed. It's not for anything else, not because I want other people to compete for me or anything else. I just want peace and happiness in my life now, and I am trying to get over this past person who was very selfish and self centered. I think person B did love person A, and they hoped that person A would change, but they never did. Person B was ready to bring it all out and say, I want to be your counterpart and I want to be, see me. I don't think they got seen. So, what's the Page of Cups in reverse? I think this is person B who's kind of still pulling out those swords from their back. Yes, they are getting onto their own chariot and trying to move forward, recover their stamina which they lost in this connection. I don't think they're really waiting around for an apology anymore because they feel I wasn't happy here. All I want to do is get unstuck from this past situation and focus on myself, regain my self-confidence, right? So that's what I have for you for the time being. Till next time then, love and light, Cancer. Take care. Namaste.